yo, 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 yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logic View. Just got out of work not too long ago, and man, it was a long day. I'll tell you that it was a long day. Um, Today was the end of the work week, so that was good. Thursday, February 27th. And today we're gonna talk about a few things all related to Michigan, of course. But we're gonna discuss the state of the state speech last night from Whitmer and some stuff she said that makes no sense at all. We also gonna um talk about this group rising up down in Detroit City, down in Detroit, a powerful and effective group that you need down there, and they're doing big things and stepping up, stepping up to the plate, not waiting for other people, but doing what need to be done. I want to show the video from Sister Stephanie Boone, Warrior for God and Country. You know what I'm saying? She went in there represented, just like I've been telling y'all. All you got to do is go in there with your camera and grill them. She did it in a nice, calm, and polite and respectful manner, and it was very effective. So shout out to her. We're gonna take a look at that. But right now, I want to start out with a video of Trump exposing rats and roaches like no other, and just doing what he do best, man. So we're gonna take a quick look at this.
Constitution says treason is punishable by death. You've accused your adversaries of treason. Who specifically are you accusing of treason?
Well, I think a number of people, and I think what you look is that they have unsuccessfully tried to take down the wrong person. These are corrupt politicians, fake news, the Coneys of the world, all of the bad things that went on. It's called the swamp. And you know what happened? And you know what I did? A big favor. I caught the swamp. I caught them all. That's treason. That's treason.
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught. Read his laptop. And you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Joe.
Straight to their face. That's what we love Trump, because he call them out straight to their face.
Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time. And you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it.
That's treason. That's treason. If you look at crooked Hillary Clinton, if you look at all of the different people, there was no transition because they came after me trying to do a coup. They came after me spying on my campaign. They started from the day I won and even before I won, from the day I came down the escalator with our First Lady. That's treason. That's treason. And we've caught them. We've caught them all. And we've caught them. We've caught them all. We've got it all on tape. We've caught them all. But should she lose, we'll have an insurance policy and we'll get this guy out of office. And that's what they said, and that's what they meant. That's treason. That's treason. They say.
Now, he just said performing a coup is treason. It's treason. Now, we done witnessed the coup recently here in Michigan. That's treason. Why everybody think this a game? Why everybody think this a game? We know the punishment for treason, and these people is committing treason all the way down to the grassroots foot soldiers for the deep state.
Holy shit, they caught us. They caught us.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
Yeah. Game over. Game over, man. You know what I'm saying? People think it's a joke when I be out here calling out these swamp creatures. These people working for deep state puppet masters, billionaires, and Trump been exposing them from day one, calling them out straight to their face, and that's what we have to do. People talking about, some of the people been in my comment section talking about, Why you gotta call them names? That's not pretty Christian of you. That's not very. Man, these is treasonous rats and roaches. Do you know what the punishment for treason is? It's serious. Trying to, man. So Trump calling him out like you see, straight to his face, like he do. That's why we love him. Because this stuff need to be done. I've been researching before Trump, even well before Trump ran for office, and all the stuff he came out saying was stuff we've been needing said, and we've been wanting said by some public figure who well known can get up there and speak on behalf of the people. So hope everybody doing all right today. Drop me a what's up in the comment section. Let me know if y'all can hear everything all right. You know what I'm saying? Next I want to get into Whitmer little speech last night. Man, she said something that make absolutely no sense. No sense. Now I want y'all to listen because she talk about how she talking about education right here at this point. Now the speech was she sounded her voice sounded worse than mine the day after convention. Like she got the flu or the COVID or something. She got something, but then man, she sounded worse than me trying to do the speech, and then her voice cleared up a little bit towards the end. But she got the reading, man, making mistake after mistake during the speech. You could tell she was reading it all, but then she wasn't reading it properly. It got bad for a second. Then she got it back in her rhythm and cleaned it up, but it got to this point where she talked about education. I mean, and the speech was horrible. You know, she tried to glitz and glamour, try to give you this glamorous speech when we know our state is in shambles economically and a whole lot of other ways too. But she tried to lay it all out and make it all nice. She talked about the Lions so much, trying to pander to the Lions fans and to the sports fans of Michigan. Always, she always using sports and celebrities. But at this point in her speech, she got to talking about education. Now, I want y'all to see if y'all can catch this. Listen to what she's saying.
$10,000 investment into every child in every school. Done a lot of good. But here are some hard truths. Just 24% of our fourth graders can read proficiently. The same percentage of eighth graders are proficient in math. I get that this is a national trend, but the reality is we invest more per pupil than most states and achieve bottom 10 results.
Okay, right there. She just said we invest more per pupil per state, and then we achieve the bottom 10 results. So we invest in all this money, crazy amounts of money, and we in the bottom 10 results, which I think I don't even know exactly which one. So she's saying basically we spending all this money and we getting low results. So all this money we putting in ain't helping. It's not helping, or we ain't using it effectively or properly at all. Now watch what she continue to go on to say.
We spend more and we're getting less, and it's not acceptable. For our kids, let's do better. Let's face our literacy crisis with the fierce urgency it calls for. Late last year, I signed bipartisan legislation to use proven science of reading strategies like phonics. It's how a lot of us learn to read, and we should get back to it because it works. These new laws also require schools to test for dyslexia so they can identify students who need extra help early. I want to thank Representative Matt Kolazar, Senators Jeff Irwin and Dana Polhinky for their leadership here. Additionally, my education budget this year centered on the SMART plan, or students, metrics, and results with transparency. I propose targeting investments into schools where most kids are falling behind, changes to get funding into classrooms faster without bureaucracy, and more transparency to notify parents about performance. This year, let's pass a smart education budget and get our kids on track for the bright futures they all deserve.
So she talking about getting more money to the students faster and proposing this new budget with all this money and all this stuff, 10,000 per pupil, all this. You're trying to put more money. You just said that all this money we putting in ain't helping. You know what I'm saying? It's back to the basics. We learned way back before all this technology and everything came out, way before the budget of the state of Michigan was 83.5 million. I grew up in the poorest county in Michigan, Lake County, and we had a beautiful school that gave us teachers that cared. We had teachers that cared, and we had strong, beautiful education. And now we got all this money, all this technology, everything, and you dumping all these billions of dollars into the schools now, and you ain't getting no results. You need to get back to the basics. It don't cost all this money. Stop pumping all it. Michigan, she just man, these oligarchs and bureaucrats just love these puppet politicians, man. They get up there and dress all nice and get all this makeup on and say all this stuff and try to make it sound so beautiful when the whole time they 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 just screwing us, just destroying our economy, our lives, our livelihood, our state, our tourism, our industry. They just destroying it all. That speech just got on my nerves. Um, there was another speech. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of it after this. But the GOP responded. I forget the representative's name. I don't remember it off the top, but they did a response speech right afterwards, which I wanted to play a little bit. But right now, I want to jump into uh that group out of Detroit I was telling you about as being effective and powerful and very necessary. They're rising up. It's called New Era Detroit, and they doing what they need to do in their communities to raise awareness on important issues. They got militia type groups. I'm not sure. I know it's some militia type groups down in Detroit that do neighborhood and community watch and protect their neighborhoods. But my man right here, he got all type of videos, and they in this video he trying to express the importance of political education and being involved and not being misled and deceived. So I'm gonna play some of this, probably 2 minutes. He cuss two or three times, but it's nothing major. But we all grown ups, you know what I'm saying? But just a forewarning, he does use a couple cuss words, not much in this little clip. Though. So let's see what.
You know, I got a lot of issues with a lot of things that's going on. But first, before I jump into all of that, I definitely just encourage people to understand that this is a very important political year for us here in the city of Detroit. Like, we will have a new mayor this year. There will be new faces in city council. You know, this political year will have ramifications for the next 10 to 20 years here in the city of Detroit. We all need to be taking politics very serious, you know, here in the city of Detroit, and not just, you know, who we like, who we don't like, the typical bullshit when it comes to, you know, politics and voting. It's time to get down to the meat and potatoes of policy, roles and responsibility, accountability, education. You know, all of these things are very, very important pieces to the puzzle that we continue to skip over. not just here in the black community, just on a political scale throughout the country. It's just been a complete shit show. It's been, we literally are voting for one person because we don't like another person. Um, and it's just that level of politics are never pan out well for us. So we really have to get politically educated. And we starting here. Y'all can, if any of y'all don't know nothing about politics, you don't have an understanding of how this shit works. Look, man, we gonna be opening our doors this Saturday for anybody who want to come out and politically educate themselves the right way. Big shout out to my brother Jawan and my sister Tamesa. They'll be hosting our political education class on the 22nd from noon to 3 o'clock. Come out and educate yourself on the roles and responsibilities of the mayor's seat, the roles and responsibility of city council seat. We not talking about nobody who running. We literally talking about what is the responsibility of a person sitting in these chairs, so that we can have a better understanding of what we should look for when people start to run for office. Educate ourselves, man. Stop being dumb people when it comes to the political process, and don't be those people who say politics don't matter and all the rest of the stuff. I tell people, so many people, were so excited about this presidential election. I mean, people was crashing the fuck out,
Oh,
you know.
sorry about that. I meant to cut it right before that, but lost track of the. Yeah, so like I said, that's very educational and important. Not just for the black community, like you said. That's who he trying to wake up and speak to down there in the inner cities, and it's great because it's information that we all need to be aware of as well. Um, and I just got wind of this group a couple days ago, but he be speaking out and trying to wake people up. I'm almost positive he voted for Trump, but I don't know. But he got another video I wanted to play, but he cussed so much throughout the video that I can't play it on my channel. But I didn't even know that black pastors and black people have been boycotting or they target. They It's crazy. All these black people was going to Target because Trump ending DEI policies. And they been conditioned to believe that DEI is all about including black people. On With Trump doing away with it, they taking it as he trying to do away with black products or black marketing. And that's not even what DEI is all about. It's titled diversity, equity, and inclusion to fool people into thinking it's about being more diverse, treating people equal, all people, and including everybody. That's the glitz and glamour that Satan used. Everything that glitter ain't gold though. You know what I'm saying? That's how they draw people in with these terms and acronyms and names of these organizations like USAID, for instance. People think it's USA going to help other foreign countries when really it's the Agency for International Diplomacy or something where they trying to, is way different than aid. And just like the Federal Reserve, ain't nothing federal about the Federal Reserve. They use these names to trick you and to deceive people who don't have no discernment. But anyway, down in Detroit, it's black people flooding into Target trying to show Trump or the Trump administration maybe that they spending power is powerful, but the you trying to help black people by shopping at Target. But my man saying, why don't you just go to the people website that you trying to support, the black people website, and buy directly from them? You still helping Target by flooding Target. And I mean they was flooding it. Like people. Like it was a whole big thing. I didn't even know about it. There's pastors. Let me see if I can play something that don't got cussing in it.
Stretching across the store, black-owned products that they could get their people flocking to a Southfield Target today, buying all the black-owned products that they could get their hands on. Long lines stretching across the store, shoppers lined up for their adding of support.
Yeah, black churches across the nation are organizing this effort after Target rolled back on diversity, equity, and inclusion policies last month. Fox 2's Camila Mary has that story.
We ain't walking. We ain't staying out in the cold. We just going in the shop. And we're going to shop black today.
Hundreds shopping black at the Target store in Southfield Sunday afternoon. Long lines at checkout, sending a strong message about the power people have when they come together with a common goal.
We take this opportunity as a galvanizing moment and as an organizing moment. We want access and we want opportunity. This is our time and we're going to fight it, and we're going to fight it until justice comes.
Fox 2 has reached out to Target for a response. We are still waiting to hear back.
This ain't even funny. That's funny. My man included that in his video because he frustrated at the mentality, like the hive mind mentality of the uneducated black population and in this situation, of course, but overall, like he cuss a lot in this video, so I can't even play it. But he like, if you want to show support to your people, your black people, why is you flooding Target? Because the people you trying to support gotta pay Target a big cut just to be in their store. You can go directly to their website and show them even more love because you cutting out the middleman. Target is the middleman. You trying to protest Target when Trump the one that's enforcing the rollback of all these DEI bullcrap policies. And that it just show ignorance, man, on a group think scale like level. It's like, come on, man. Then you got these false prophet pastors up there thinking they leading they people to the flocks the right way. Like, no, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it's so frustrating. My man was cussing a lot in that video because he was frustrated, which I get it, man. But I don't even I don't even like cussing. I don't cuss, but I don't like when people cuss in their videos because you lose a certain percentage of your audience. Like a lot of people don't want to hear that, or a lot of people can't listen to it when their kids are around, so they won't listen to it, and you're missing out on certain percentages of the audience. I mean, it's so many words in the vocabulary, like, but that's just me. Anyway, um, so next I want to play this video. Sister Stephanie Boone. We talked about it yesterday a little bit, but want to show y'all how she do it. You know what I'm saying? And this show you that not everybody do things the same way. We all got different gifts and talents and styles. And you know, this her style. And I like it. I'm gonna learn a little bit from her because I'm gonna go at I had so many good questions for so many people, but I don't ever have time to write them down or have them with me. And I just be going off the top of my head. But if I had some real good questions that be coming to me, write them down and take them when I go confront some of these people. Just a reaction alone, you know, when I'm being calm and you know what I'm saying. I still call them swamp creatures or rats if I want to, but I'm gonna ask them some nice questions, be polite. You know, I done seen different, as many different styles. You know, you see James O'Keefe, he got his investigative style. And you know what I'm saying? Trump got his style. Trump call them out fake news. Call them fake news straight to their head face. You know what I'm saying? Call them swamp creatures right to their face. Calling them out. So that's what we gotta do. And the Bible tell us to do all this stuff too, man. The Bible tell us, and then it's like that one saying, evil prevails when good men do nothing. You know what I'm saying? these evil people squirming and scurrying around here, committing treason and breaking laws, and you know what I'm saying, infringing on our rights from the grassroots up, and the people that's doing nothing, we letting it prevail. I mean, they letting it prevail. Y'all see, I'm doing something. But it was a time when I was lost in the world and wasn't paying attention to none of this. In my early 20s, I didn't have nobody to teach me. I was self-taught. God guided me in all my wisdom, you know. But just to Stephanie holding it down. I'm gonna play this real quick. Hopefully y'all can hear it good.
So, yeah, or you can go directly. Mm-hmm.
So if a comes in and asks for the adult book section, where could they find that? Because I know that there are books that have been labeled for mature content and they're in the library. I have a list of them. I'm just curious, where would you tell them to go for that?
I think Mr. Fowler said that he would talk about that afterwards.
I mean, you're the media specialist. You're in here every day. I'm pretty sure you know. Where would you direct my son, Trevor, when he comes in and says, Mrs. Beechler, I'd like to see the mature content? Where would you direct him?
Senior?
Is that what you would tell him?
Is he a senior?
Is that what you would tell him?
Is he a senior or is he a junior?
Do you know what he is?
I can look.
That's
I
fine.
don't know what every student is.
That's fine. I'm asking, what would you tell my son?
All right, let's see. Guys, why don't you take us to the
It's odd that you don't have an answer to that as the media specialist.
all we have is over there is very.
So, yeah, or you can go.
All these dudes sitting around here looking stupid. He's sitting there playing with his nails. The men's supposed to be standing up to protect their children. Where's the man? Come on, that's why I love mama bears, because if the man ain't doing what he's supposed to do, then mama bears is gonna step up and protect their flock, their children. You know what I'm saying? But you got all these dudes sitting around. I ain't even know how many people was in there. But she's surrounded. It's four men right there, quiet as a mouse. And there's other people all around too. Everybody quiet as a mouse, like they can't believe they finally being called out. Like, man, shouts out to Sister Stephanie, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. This junk crazy, you know. It's a lot more corruption and craziness going on in Michigan. Um, Rumors swirling around that Gateway Pundit been serving the Michigan establishment and certain articles. I'm not sure. I gotta look into it. There's rumors swirling around. You know, it's talked about Patty McMurray friends with all these establishment people, and she be trying to protect them. These are just rumors. This ain't my view. Not yet. Not till I research. If I research and find it's true, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna check it out. But I ain't even gonna get into it right now. And a lot of people been asking me to bring up the old exposés we did on Garrett Saldano. You know what I'm saying? He got a real sketchy past, you know, and there's a lot of talk about how he was bought off and you know, Kevin Skinner cut his ties at that time with him. But they was the ones that originally founded the group Stand Up, and there was a name. It was named something else before that. Michigan, something I don't remember, but you know, it was rumored that he took some payoff, you know, from Armstrong, and Shirky was supposed to be involved at that time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, going off the top of my memory, some of the things that was going on back around that time. He used to talk about peeing rainbows, and I got some videos where we did a couple deep dives into him. And we also had some fun exposing him, but that was like 4 years ago, you know. So been a while. Uh, yeah, man. So um, A lot going on, but that's all I really want to talk about. I'm not gonna take too much time today because it was a long day at work and 10 hours a day, man, manual labor. That it'd be rough, But I like to get out and do my daily reports. But yeah, the state of the state speech. Oh, speaking of that, let me see if I can find this other. As Gretchen, she did a horrible job. Not only did she sound horrible, she was having trouble reading and a lot of trouble for a minute. But then she her smart plan and her plan for our education, man. She said only 24%. That means of our fourth graders can read proficiently. Only 24%. That means 76% can't. She wanted to say it the other way so it wouldn't sound as bad. 76% of our fourth graders in Michigan can't read proficiently. And the same go for our eighth graders. I think she said with math or something. So all this money being pumped into our education, our students, our children is everything to us. Y'all failing our kids. Y'all keep dumping money into there. It's like a money tree, like a money train. Michigan just they can do whatever they want. Yeah, Rep Brian Posthumous. I'll play a little bit of this, I guess, real quick, and we'll get up out of here.
That was Governor Gretchen Whitmer's 2025 State of the State address.
The Michigan GOP has already produced a response presented by Representative Brian Posthumous. Let's take a listen.
We just listened to the governor lecture for an hour of the state of our state. But we all know there's more to it than that. So I'm here to tell you the actual state of our state. Detroit is the only city in the history of the world to drop in population by more than 1 million people. From 1.9 million people to around 630,000 today. At our peak in the early 80s, Michigan had 19 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. Today, we only have 13. Because of our population decline relative to the rest of the country, we have less power and less influence in Congress. From 2000 to 2010, Michigan was the only state in the nation that lost population, the only one. Under Governor Snyder, we were able to stop the bleeding, but we're stagnant once again. Michigan used to be one of the wealthiest states in the country. Today, we're near the bottom. When most of us think about Michigan, there's still this idea of our state as an economic powerhouse, the arsenal of democracy.
Today, we're near the bottom.
That was 70 or 80 years ago at this point. I'm not going to blame one party or the other because we all know both Republicans and Democrats have been in control at various times, and there's complex reasons for Michigan's decline.
I thought he was about to talk about the Uniparty. Like we both know together, they work together at the top. Oh man, we need somebody to expose every state. Need a representative or a legislator that's courageous enough, bold enough, and similar to Trump enough as far as status, like well known and loved and got support across the state. We need somebody to be bold and expose this stuff. You got some people trying to expose stuff now that Doge is exposing stuff. Now they want to start. No. Where was y'all at way before all this? Why y'all ain't been exposing stuff y'all whole career? If you know you're surrounded by corruption, we know it's corruption at top to bottom in our state, in every state. Now, if you ain't in there exposing stuff, is you turning your head? Is you complicit? We know it's is you blind, naive? What is it? In every state. You ain't in there exposing stuff.
But if we want the situation to be any different 10, 20 years from now, we need to take drastic action to fix it. Fortunately, Those actions are pretty simple. We all want Michigan to be a place where our kids can grow up, find a good job, and raise a family of their own, rather than having to move to Tennessee, Texas, Florida. I'm State Representative Brian Postumus. I'm the majority floor leader here in the Michigan House of Representatives. And I've been asked to give the official Republican response to the governor's State of the State address. I love our state. But I was born in 1984, and Michigan has been on the decline for pretty much my entire life. We now have divided government here in Michigan. The Democrats currently control the Senate and the governor's office. Republicans control the House of Representatives. That means we're going to have to work together if we want to get anything done. I'll tell you one thing. Republicans have no intention of using our majority to obstruct. We will use it to lead. We will lead on the issues you care about. Bringing down the cost of government, keeping more money in your pocket, keeping our communities safe, and educating our kids. You know, we're only 2 months in, and we've bringing down.
Okay, so if y'all want to watch the rest of that, you can see right where it says CBS, Michigan, blah, blah, blah.
We're only 2 months in.
You know, we need to. Okay, so if y'all want to watch the rampant with corruption, and especially in politics, top to bottom, ain't no other way to slice it. We need somebody. Trump got 50 states to worry about and international diplomatic type of relation stuff to worry about as well. He done already said Michigan is one of the most corrupt states in the union. If not, I think he quoted saying it was the most corrupt. And it's hard to believe because we see what's going on in so many other states. But the unique situation with Michigan does allow corruption to run rampant. The legislators don't have to acknowledge FOIA requests. If I'm correct on that, I don't think they have to adhere to FOIA. The legislators don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So that gives them so much protection. Other states require it, allow it. I don't know what's the ratio from states that do to states that don't. I'll have to look that up. But Michigan don't. So these legislators can get away with a whole lot of more than in other states that do require it. Then we surrounded by water. So we don't have no neighbors around we're not landlocked or something, surrounded by the neighbors that can check and balance us, keep tabs on us. The water can't tell on the legislature. We're not landlocked or something, surrounded by water is one of the Michigan, our Great Lake system is the biggest freshwater system in the world. Water is valuable. So there's so many things that allow for a perfect storm. And we need more people involved, more people educated, more people informed and active. And so many things that allow informed, like my man said earlier. And we can't be politically ignorant. We got to be aware of what the policies are, who running, all this stuff. Informed, like my man said earlier. Yeah, we keep it all about Michigan here. I try to keep the videos definitely under an hour, half hour to an hour, but we just focus on our state. We got a lot of work that need doing here in Michigan. Keep it all about Michigan. Talk about all the other stuff going on in other states around the nation. But we know it's a lot going on all over. We got a lot of work. We got to focus on our state. We got a big election coming up. Huge election. And we can't afford to lose it. Like that picture I showed yesterday. Michigan is like 80% red according to the maps. If that map is completely accurate, but we know we gave a mandate. Like that picture I showed yesterday. Trump won. Michigan landslide. 80% red. Michigan. If that map is completely accurate. Gretchen, and Jocelyn all slid in. when our state is so conservative. Hope everybody have a good day. Won't be doing the show this tomorrow. Uh, Probably won't be doing the show this weekend. It's my weekend off. Definitely be wanting to be trying to actually. I got the service. Yeah. But other than that, love y'all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik. You guys enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, drop comments, and even prayer requests down below. Also subscribe to stay notified each and every time our weekly content is uploaded. Man, I ain't even changed out of work clothes or nothing, man. I just got out of work, came here and sat down. That's how much I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I was so tired. I ain't even do the outro music. I was so tired. Man, I just got out of work, came here and sat down. That's how much I love y'all. But yeah, yesterday I was so tired. Till next time. I ain't even do the outro. Changed out of work clothes or nothing, man. I just got out of work, came here and sat down. That's how much I love y'all. Yeah, yesterday I was so tired. Till next time.